Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the UConn Huskies and the Georgetown Hoyas.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have. It's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
On the floor for UConn, Ryan, he's in at the point. Also Keefe out there. And it's Martin in at the 4 slot. Here's Ryan. Finished off the break. Freak's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Huskies.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set. Boy, how about the Huskies and the success they found in the tournament over the years? I mean, 4 titles for that program in all, with the first coming in '99. They've been absolutely dominant the past 2 decades.
Hoyas on D. Passes it to Splitter. He kicks it to Joseph. UConn moving that ball around. Splitter passes to Ryan. From 13. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Huskies have won the college championship, Greg, in a number of ways, both as a favorite and as an underdog.
Yeah, I mean, they won as high as the 1 seed back in '99. And then how about in 2014? They were a 7 seed that went all the way to win and cut down those nets. So they have rightly earned every ounce of fear and respect opponents have for them come tournament time.
And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Freak's got his second bucket.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And it's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. And a new group getting ready to come in for the Huskies. Now here's Harkless. Banked in off the glass.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
On the floor for UConn. Bryant in at point guard. And it's Howard in at the center position. And a wide open look for Freak. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. 7 points for Freak.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense. Well, I tell you what, guys, so many great centers have come through Georgetown. For a while, they were the destination for great centers going into college. You can point to any of their teams and find an NBA center on the roster.
So both teams making some changes here. UConn with the ball. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Well, there have been a lot of great players out of Georgetown over the years, most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time.
Warren's checked in for Hodges. And then for the Huskies, Splitters checked in, and it's Joseph in for Reed.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Splitter kicks to Freak. Fires from the line, and the basket good. Freak's got 11 points. And Allen Iverson was only at Georgetown for 2 seasons. The way he played, he completely set the college basketball hoop world on fire.
We might never see a scorer quite like Iverson again. For his size, what he packed into that small frame was absolutely amazing. As unique and relatable a guy as we've had.
Here's Harkless following the basket by Freak. We've got 1:28 left here in the first half.
You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard, in addition to the leadership, too.
And, guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that, but guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry have incredible skill, but their leadership on the floor is equally as important. Freak is a floor general in their mold.
Pass to Gonzalez. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Move the ball.
And it's Freak missing.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Gonzalez into the lane. And out of bounds as the Huskies gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to...
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And, guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
They've got Trice. Warren is out there with Price. Then there's Hudson. And it's Randolph in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Huskies, Ryan, he's in at point guard. Also Keefe out there. And it's Martin in at the 4-man position. Huskies shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Now Trice. There's the screen. Randolph a screen. And there's the pass to Price. Teardrop shot, and Warren with the basket on the assist by Price. Warren's got the game tied up here for the Hoyas.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Here's Freak. The Hoyas getting their last shot to go. 5 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Huskies. Now the Hoyas with it. Joseph, the pass to Wilson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hudson's got his 2nd basket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
For the Huskies, Sims is checked in, and it's Reed in for Keefe. Hoyas leading by 4. They've got Warren. Also Hudson out there. And it's Randolph in at the shooting guard position. Now the feed to Warren. No good from outside. Warren's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Pass to Keith. Martin the screen. Pulls up on the wing. It goes straight through with the swish.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
They set the screen. Now here's Trice. He's covered by Ryan. A baseline J. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Joseph. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. And UConn leads by 1. Price is checked in for the Hoyas. 1:58 left here in the second half of the game. Trice with it. Warren kicks to Trice. Lets it go from 11. The Hoyas with another miss. Warren's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harvard.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court. That's a huge shot.
And that put a hush over the crowd.
Wow, I mean, took these fans out of the game in the blink of an eye.
Georgetown trails by 3. Trice kicks to Warren. They need this. Can't get it to go. And the Huskies going the other way now.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Offensive rebound.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Snatched up.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. The Huskies on offense. They've only given up 1 point in the 4th quarter, and that's an intentional foul. 32 seconds left to play here in the second half. And now we've got the intentional foul. And they go to the intentional foul.
Well, a good game tonight for Freak. 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a suspicion he's going to have a few more.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Trice with it. Out defended by Freak. Kicks it to Warren. To the inside. Randolph. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Second team foul.
And so the first one is good. He'll stay at the line for one more try.
2 shots.
And he is unable to get the second one. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Here's Trice. Dishes it to Hudson. Here's Randolph. The Hoyas with another miss. And so they foul intentionally.
J.R. Hudson. That's his second personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for two. Substitution.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And so it's UConn with the win.
Sua vagina através de alô.